Welcome to Tech Brothers with Amir. In this video, we are going to learn about the error we get when we try to drop a table. Could not drop object because it is referenced by a foreign key constraint. So let's go ahead and open Ssms and take a look. Here I'm connected to the TechBrothersIT database. You will be connecting to your database, whatever the name you have. Then go to tables and go to the table you would like to drop. In my case, I would like to drop DBA customer table. I'm opening a new query and say drop table, and then I will drag the name of the table with schema. So once I do that and try to execute this statement, I get this error. Could not drop object DBO customer because it is referenced by a foreign key constraint. So now next question is okay, which foreign key is referencing to this table? We need to find that foreign key, and maybe we can drop that foreign key constraint. Now go to the TechBrothersIT.com and then go to the SQL Server T-SQL tutorial. I would put the link in the description as well, so you don't have to navigate all the way to the Tech Brothers. Go to the chapter 6 and we have foreign key constraints subheading. Here we have number 10 post, could not drop object because it is referenced by a foreign key constraint. Click that, and from here I have prepared a query that can tell you, okay, what is the name of the foreign key constraint that is referencing to this table. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this query, paste it right here, and now I will provide the name of the table. So in our case, customer, and then I need to provide the schema. So once I provide the schema, I'm getting this information from sys.foreignkeys views. This can return me information such as a table schema name and a parent table name and reference table, and I'm using different functions to convert such as schema ID to schema name. I'm converting a parent object ID to the object name, that will be the table name, and here I'm using object name function again to get the referenced object name by using the reference ID. So when I pass that, I will get that information. Execute this statement and we can see that the schema is DBO, and parent table, that means the table which contains the foreign key constraint, is orders, and this is our table customer that's referenced by the foreign key constraint from orders table. That's great. Now we can go to the orders table, and here we can go to columns and we see that the customer ID is shown FK. I have other detailed queries that can give you more information. So let's say if you would like to go to the one of the post here, say get parent table, reference table, foreign key constraint name and all that, you can always copy this query and get more information. So copy this. This is also using the system views. So open a new query and paste. So if you run it, you can see a lot more information, such as these are the tables which are containing the foreign key constraints, and these are the tables which are containing primary key columns, and here are our constraint names, and these are the columns involved in primary key and foreign key relationship. So you can use this query, and but this query will also provide you enough information so you can go and find out which is the table that is containing that foreign key constraint. Now we get that's orders. We can right click here and go to the scripts and say create to and new query, and that's all we have here. We have that information. Now if I would like to drop this constraint first and then drop my other table, I can copy this statement. If you see right here, so it is a alter table DBO orders, and I'm saying check constraint. Instead of here I will say drop constraint. So once I will say drop constraint, it will drop that constraint for me, and I will be able to drop a DBO customer table. So let's run this. The constraint drop successfully. If you refresh now DBO orders table, you will see the column is still there. It did not dropped, but the foreign key relationship is removed. So once that is removed, we can go ahead and run the drop table DBO customer, and it will drop that table as well. So we are all good, and this is how you find the foreign key name from your reference table, such as with the table which contain your primary key. So in our case, it was customer table that was containing our primary key, and it was referenced by a foreign key. Now there are other system stored procedure we can use. One of them is if you will go back to the this post could not drop object because it is referenced. I have also mentioned you can use sp_f keys. That will store procedure will also give you information. So let me paste that right here, and I know that there is another table, customer one table, that has a primary key and foreign key relationship. I can provide that, and it will give me that information. So you see that sp_f keys is giving me the same information, like okay, what is the constraint name and all those kind of things. So you can see foreign key constraint and on which columns it is created, what is the primary key column, and you can see that right here, what are the foreign key columns. So you can see them as well. As this constraint is created for multiple columns, that's why you see two records. Also again, if you want to use my query, that gives you one record and put the columns as with the comma, so you can run that as well. So you can see that this is the same information, just instead of returning two rows, we are returning in one, as we have concatenated the row values into single value, and by using the stuff function with the 4xml path. So I hope you learn some good stuff from here, and get to know like how to if you need to drop a table that is referenced by a foreign key, how to find that foreign key constraint, how to drop that foreign key constraint, and then how to drop the primary key table that you are trying to drop. You can use the system views, and you're also more than welcome to use the sp_f keys, the store procedure that give you detailed information. Thanks very much for spending time with me, and I will see you guys in the next video.